DoorDash here, and I'm coming to you today with a somewhat of an emergency video. I want to get this word around. This is some craziness that's going on here. DoorDash is trying to put the screw in the door to DoorDash, and it's not the first time something like this has happened, but this time I've got the proof, the facts, and I've got a pretty good deal that I am working with DoorDash support. I hope to see this rectified, but I want to know if this has happened to anyone else, and I'm going to go over some things that I was told by DoorDash support, which is quite interesting. So guys, let's get into this video. All right, so you're looking at my acceptance rate right now today, 70%. As everyone knows, that qualifies me for TopDasher. So does the 95% completion rate. So does my 4.99% customer rating, 92% on-time rating, and I had well over 200 deliveries last month. Last month, as some of you know, was clearly documented on this channel as a month that I was accepting every single order. Now, some of you are going to look at this and say, DoorDash, you should never have allowed it to get this close. Perhaps I shouldn't have. But this has been my ratings since June 23rd. I have not dashed since then. It was at 70%. I have had multiple days of screenshots. I went on vacation all of last week. That's part of why I wasn't dashing, and strategically played it this way because I wanted to get TopDasher for experimental purposes, and also because I knew I wasn't going to be able to properly schedule myself upon returning from vacation. So I thought it would solve a lot of logistical things, and it would just make things easier. So I went through absolute hell last month to maintain that 70% acceptance rate. And there you can see it's there. I have not dashed. I have not turned my app on. That is exactly what it was when I turned my app off on the 23rd of June. And I fully expected that there would be no problem getting TopDasher. And then I opened my app up today when I got back and started to go through my emails, opened up the app here, expecting to see TopDasher maybe be here already. Nothing. So I thought, you know what? Let me check on this. So I went in and I decided to chat into support. And this is the exchange that went on between the chat agent and I. And it is, to me, shocking. I let them know I qualified for TopDasher. You can see that there. And they told me, you have met all requirements except an acceptance rate of 68%. What the absolute hell are they talking about? 68%? We all know it's 70. You have scored 67%. So I went on to let them know my acceptance rate is 70. And I sent them a screenshot. And that person would have none of it. They said it is 70% from July 1st, but on the month end of June, it was 67. And I said, no, it was 70 since June 24th, and it hasn't been below since the 13th. And as you can see, I've not dashed since the 23rd. And then they just cut me off. As I've informed you that your acceptance rate was 67% on the last day of June, you are not eligible for TopDasher status. This chat will end here. Now, I was like, whoa. So I immediately got on the phone with support and talked to another chat agent, or talked to another agent who took a similar approach, but because I was on the phone with them, they were able to finally understand once they got away from their script and had informed me, first of all, that nothing was going to be awarded until the 4th, that they were still calculating, that there were numerous system issues last month that they were trying to work through, that they're also taking care of contract violations, specifically contract violations dealing with lateness arriving at merchants. And the agent told me that they were actually taking them off accounts because they were having to go through and review them because their system was incorrectly giving contract violations out. And on top of that, she said there was a system-wide issue with acceptance rates, not calculating and being correct. And I said, well, how, ma'am? And she said, we're going to take either what's in your app or what's in our system, the higher of the two. And I said, well, how would you know what's in my app? And she said, well, I guess you're right. Send me what's in your app. And I did. And I sent her the proof that I hadn't dashed. And she went in and looked and she said, oh my gosh, you're right, sir. And I said, I know I'm right. And she said, because she was originally trying to float the idea that that was my acceptance rate starting July 1st. And then when she saw that I had not dashed since the 23rd and that it was clearly 70, and she said, I see where your app says 70, but I see where it was calculated. And then she left it at, we will be taking care of this. It will be taken care of, and you will be awarded Top Dasher. Now, whether that happens or not, I don't know. She said she told me that I will be notified by the 4th, and if I don't receive notification that I'm Top Dasher by the 4th, to recontact support at that time and find out where this thing's at. I have a reference number in the email, and I'll show you that email. And here is the support email that was sent. And you can see, could you attach the screenshot of the ratings page? There's my reference number. There I send my ratings page. She said, send it to me for today. And I told her I wasn't dashing anymore. And she said, no, get out there and dash. And I said, I will not be dashing anymore until this is rectified, because I will not mess with the proof I have showing I've clearly not dashed since the 23rd. And I want to know why their records show me at 67. Well, she said I was at 68. That other agent said I was at 67, and she said, don't worry, it's going to be rectified, and you will be Top Dasher for the month of June. So we will see what happens, guys. So I want to know if any of you encountered this. Have any of you seen this? Is this something that you've seen or had happen to you? And if it is something that's happened to you, have you contacted support and been told anything about the systems, about the issues with ratings, contract violations, etc.? Put in the comments if you know anything. Of course, I will be updating you as soon as I have any additional information on this. But this is just absolutely crazy. And I'm telling you, if I don't get Top Dasher, then I'm telling you there is something wrong here, because I'm clearly Top Dasher ratings. And let me show you one other piece of evidence, and there is the further evidence. I have not dashed. I dashed on June 23rd, week of June 19th through the 25th, and then and you can see I have not dashed any time since then. This is 0 for the 26th through the 2nd. So I did not dash at all that week. I was not logged in at all that week. I have no logged in dashes, and when I made them look that up, that changed the whole ball game. But I am not messing with that fact, because this is now undeniable proof that something is wrong with their system. So listen, if they can't even get it right when dashers are arriving at merchants, they can't even get our ratings right, why in the world do we think that this is such a high-end system that can allegedly do all these boogeyman things to us? It's a garbage system. It's definitely not as advanced as I think everybody thinks it is. And let's see what happens here, guys, with this. But this is some disappointing stuff. Anyways, guys, as always, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, or at least you get this video up there and out. Share this video, and of course, if you're new to the channel and just discovered me, subscribe as well. And guys, stay safe, stay profitable, and as always, I will talk to you soon.